Hey guys, so today I'm back here with Sunday series. I know I haven't done this in a while just because I haven't really had time to think of any really good ideas that I wanted to share with you guys, but recently I thought of some pretty creative ideas, I think, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So this first toy that I'm going to be showing you today, I haven't exactly named it. I don't know if anyone has any name suggestions, leave them down below. But it is a toy that can kind of be converted into many different things. You can make this into a treat ball. This exact one wouldn't be a good example since there's not enough cardboard pieces, but ideally it would kind of look like that except more cardboard pieces to hide in the gaps, so it would make it harder. Or you can use it how I use it, which I just kind of use it as kind of like a half moon type shape, just so the pets can kind of chew on it, and I think it looks very cute. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be showing you how to make today. Okay, so the mandatory supplies that you need really are not hard to find. Usually you can find them just around your house. So you'll need a pair of scissors, a hole puncher, some cardboard tubes. To make the one that I showed you, I just used one cardboard tube, but if you want to make more of a treat ball or have more cardboard parts on it, then just use 2 or 3. And you're going to need some pet safe string. This is just sisal. And an optional would be some Cheerios or another treat that has a hole in the middle, like nibble rings or any of those donut type treats, just because I think it looks cool at the ends and it helps keep all the cardboard in place. It's not necessary, but it definitely adds a fun little touch to your toy. Okay, so you're just going to take your cardboard tube and your scissors, and you're just going to cut a slice right down the middle, and then just kind of flatten it out. So your next step is going to be creating these little cardboard pieces. So in order to do that, you're going to want to make sure that your cardboard is facing the hamburger kind of style and not the hot dog style. And what that pretty much means is that you're going to want the tall side to be the way that you're cutting, not the shorter side. So you don't want pieces that are around this big. You want pieces that are that big. So to do this, you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut a piece. The size kind of varies. It depends on how thick you want the cardboard pieces to be, and it also depends on the size of the holes that your hole puncher makes, because you're going to want to make sure that the holes fit in the cardboard piece and they don't like take up the whole thing. So if you cut a piece like that, then it wouldn't make a good hole. So I'm going to cut mine around that big, and it doesn't have to be perfect, so just continue to do that. And then for the hole puncher part, you're going to take one of your cardboard pieces, take your hole puncher, and just hole punch the end, and do the same for the other side. So that is what your strip is going to look like. Okay, so each toilet paper tube should make around 7 to 8 strips. It just depends on how thick your strips are. So next you're going to want to take your pet safe string, and you're going to want to cut around 15 centimeters to 20 centimeters of it. So it's always good to leave yourself slack because you're going to want to tie it onto the cage. So there I have my piece of sisal string, and then you're going to want to tie a knot in one of the ends. Oops. So just make sure it's a bigger knot so that the holes won't come off of it. So like around that 3 times, it works good. And your next step is to take the end and take some of your pieces and just start threading them on. And you're just going to want to do that with all of your pieces. Okay, so after you've done that, it should look like that. And as you can see, this one is going to be a pretty large one because it has lots of strips on it. So you're going to want to take the last one that you just threaded on and thread on the other side. So just go like that, and then just kind of bend it like that. That's not really necessary, but then you're going to take the next one, so as you can see, and do the same. And just keep going in order and threading them on, and they'll eventually start to get pushed down more, so they'll look more like a ball. Okay, so you should get a product that kind of looks like that. Don't worry if it doesn't exactly take the shape of the ball first. You're going to have to kind of maneuver the pieces to make sure they're not overlapping, and continue to push it down, and just keep on fiddling with it to make sure it takes the appropriate shape. So now here is when you can add some of your Cheerios or whatever treat you want to. I didn't add the Cheerios on the first step because I wanted to show you how to do it if you didn't want to add Cheerios. But pretty much what you're going to want to do is just thread on the Cheerios. So say you're going to put on 3. 3 is usually a nice number. It makes it look pretty good. And just thread them on to the bottom like that, so you get your good circle shape that you'd like. And then all you're going to want to do is tie a knot to secure it. And you're going to want to tie one of the larger knots, like I said before, because it helps keep it better. I don't know. There. So if you wanted to do that at the beginning, after you tie the knot, then you put on the Cheerios and then you start layering them on. It's really simple and easy to do, but it looks just as great if you don't have the Cheerios on it. So this is what the finished product looks like. As you can see, I've just kind of made sure that none of the pieces are overlapping each other. And if you wanted to, you could add in a few little treats to make it more like a treat ball. So you just kind of open it, plop a few in, close it up. Again, make sure they're not overlapping. And there you kind of have a homemade treat ball. So if you don't really want to go and purchase one and you want a fun toy for your pets to try and ruin and just to make sure they're not bored, this would be a really great toy. You can just tie it onto their cage or use some type of hook. But again, there is always the option of using the toy that kind of just looks like a half moon, like this one, and not so much like a treat ball. You just have to add on less of those cardboard strips, and you can make one that just kind of hangs there, and it's just a really pretty touch. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. I think this is a pretty creative toy, and I'm sure your pets will love it, because what animal wouldn't love to chew through cardboard to try and get treats? So yes, that is my tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.